Thank you. We now know the right way. At least Hamza also knows the right way now. So you're good. Next, Becky.
Hi, Becky. Hi. Okay, so hi, I'm Becky. Full name Rebecca. I'm attending the webinar from Meru. Yeah, I'm in Kemu.
At least you guys are demystifying the fact that there is a network in Meru. So that's good. That's good. That's good. Yeah. Normally when Nyabuto attends webinars, such a big struggle. But maybe he's just using Airtel. It's fine. So Fatma.
Airtel tax.
Yeah. Fatma, you want to be next?
Hello, everyone. My name is Fatma. I'm attending the webinar from Nairobi. Nice to meet all of you again.
Yeah. But Fatma ni Bontao, what you Nairobi? Yeah. Those who selected Zongo.
No.
Yeah. Very unfortunate. Yeah. Who else? Rono, you want to go next in the check-in?
Yeah. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. So I'm Rono Timothy. I study at Maseno University. I'm joining in from Kisumu. Kisumu. Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Kisumu is for everyone, but Kisumu, that is how it is supposed to be.
Yeah, because I'm addressing everyone, I just had to blend in.
It's a very tough job to blend in. Yeah. You have to like tone down a lot of things, especially from Kisumu. Yeah. So guys, as you can note, Rono's network is very good. It's very good. Samuel, you want to check in? Hello, Sam. Are you there? Well, I guess Gagan has started her exam by now, so she will want to have a check-in from her. So, well, guys, today in Meaningful Youth Engagement, we are going to talk about the messaging, the importance of messaging when you're being engaged. So we are going to have different things. Then each one of us is going to try and say the same thing, and we see how well you are with messaging. So today you'll also get luck to see how Hamza does his messaging. So it's going to be very nice. It's like that I'll be the only teacher today. It's so amazing. Yeah. So when it comes to messaging, there's a tool that we normally use. And at the beginning, I will tell you something. You'll first say without using the tool. Then later on, I'll show you guys about the tool and how to use it. And then maybe we can see how well we can use it in ensure that you're well represented when young people are given spaces to express themselves. So as we are here, each one of us is going to get a chance where you're attending the MSAKE General Assembly. No, let's not say MSAKE General. I'm trying to get one. Yes, you're attending the MSAKE General Assembly. And let's say you are, because Hamza is not attending, he's part of the organizing committee, and he's organizing the workshop on meaningful youth engagement. So let's say that all of us here organize the workshop of meaningful youth engagement, and that's good. So should you have gone to a meeting with AMREF Health Africa and you're given an opportunity to talk to them about importance of youth inclusion in their processes, so how would you say that you organized the MSAKE General Assembly? How would you frame it? How would you tell them? You tell them, oh, by the way, I organized this. Like, how would you even write it in your CV? So each one of us, you'll have 1 minute to think about it. Then we will just rotate. Each person will say it. Each person will have just like 1 minute to pitch it, like to say that they organized the MSAKE General Assembly, the action of meaningful youth engagement. Okay, then we see how that works. And remember, you're telling them this because you want them to reconsider some of the things that they are doing within their organizations to include like youth opinion, and also just include youth within their ranks to ensure that their voices are mainstreamed. So how will you say it? We will, you have 1 minute to think about it. Then at 16:53, we will start. Then after that, everyone will say how they would say it. Then I will introduce a tool, and each one of us will say it again differently using the tool. Like you will go and discuss it using these tools, then you will present it. Yeah. Okay, 1 minute to you guys. If you have a question, this is the time for the questions. Yeah, as you wait. Are we ready?
Maybe we can begin.
Well, looks like Hamza, you seem ready. So we will start with you, Hamza. So how would you say it? Over to you, Hamza. Just say whatever comes to your mind.
If I'm being honest, I didn't hear the question because I was trying to connect my audio system.
Very unfortunate for you. I can imagine how you're going through a lot of suffering. So are you ready to present?
Okay, just say to me in a few words.
Yeah, you're attending a meeting in AMREF, and
Okay.
you want to advise them to include the voices of young people into their discussions.
Right.
And one of the things that is you're anchoring the decision on is the fact that you organize the MSAKE General Assembly, this activity that we are doing now, the fact that you organized it. This is one of the biggest selling points. So you want to tell them that you organized the MSAKE General Assembly workshop on meaningful youth engagement. So how would you tell them that? And guys, this is not a big test, just pop, just feel free to pop and say whatever comes to your mind. So as we wait for Hamza, not Hamza, maybe Fatma can start. Just say whatever, Fatma. Over to you. Rono, you can start.
Okay, so let me go first. So obviously I didn't organize it, so this is a very hypothetical situation that
Yes.
I can't really have the hards and fasts of it. Yeah, but I would just say I engaged and mobilized attendees, panelists, and sponsors for the MSAKE General Assembly, and which was a successful event with resounding benefits as reported by the attendees.
That's what you would tell them.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Becky?
Let me pass it over. Because I'm still confused.
Okay, Jillian?
Okay, I think I could give it a try. It's just a normal conversation, right?
Yes, or maybe CV or just normal conversation, whatever you wish for it. But how would you say it?
Okay, so for me, if it was like not written, if it's a conversation, an interview, I'll just start with like, okay, so good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Then, oh God, let me rephrase my, just 2 minutes. I think my words are potea.
Okay, let's hope what Fatma zimerudi. Fatma? Becky?
Okay, I can maybe try a little bit. So in a CV setup, probably I'd go like, yeah, okay, I had it. Yes, so I think I'd be a very good candidate to represent the youth in your forum, because I have previously been able to organize a meeting for my fellow youth in MSAKE. So am I getting anywhere? Something like that.
Yeah, just continue.
So yeah.
You're doing well.
Yeah, so I think and it was a very successful meeting. We were able to discuss issues and implement some of the ideas we came up with that we thought were really good there.
Okay. Hamza, are you ready?
Yes. So my first thing is I'd introduce myself and what my role in the GA was. And then I can say I am a good candidate to represent the youth because I have interaction with them. I know the burning issues, and because of the relationship that I've created over time, as well as through the General Assembly, I'm able to connect with the youth and find out what are the major challenges that's affecting them. And hence, I'd be a good candidate to represent them and bring them to the table for conversation and express their interest.
Okay, so is there anyone that we are locking out? Anyone
We
who
have-
feels like...
We have a new attendee, Anhar.
Yeah, Anha, welcome. So Anha, for today's session, we're just talking about how you would present yourself when you're called for a meeting, let's say with Amre. Oh, she's left.
Oh, she's gone.
Okay. Then she'll just learn during the group stages. Fatima is having a problem with the internet. Maybe we can ask her last time. Fatima, are you able to share? All right. So thank you very much for your opinions and ideas. I think they were great ideas. And I think the ideas will probably get somebody to listen to you. Jillian wants to say something. Yes, Jillian.
All right, so my conversation is the idea that I had is back. So just maybe to add on, I hope you guys can hear me.
Yeah,
yes, we can.
Okay, so in addition to what just Hamza has outlined, I believe that when you're going to face these people, you already have what you want to talk about. So maybe just come with, since it was an online event or something, you come with pictures and evidence and show them how things went, maybe feedback from people. Yes, just to add on that, I think Hamza has actually put it so well. So for me, I'll just come in with the evidence or like just what something to show them this is how things went on ground. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much, Gillian, for showing that the ground was not as different as what you're saying. So it's good to show. So does Fatma, are you ready? Okay, it's reconnecting. I hope you. Okay, yes, Fatma, over to you.
Honestly, I feel like most of my colleagues have already said what was important. I just
you can say it. Just re-say it.
It's important to actually have the receipts or the evidence, as one of my colleagues was just putting it. The successful event was it happened online, and this is why I wanted to come here and show you that I already have an experience in setting such an event. And also the feedback from your colleagues would help a lot in what you need to improve going forward. Yeah, I just think I'll just be saying what had already been said. But thank you for being patient with my internet. Thank you.
Of course. Yeah, you are really embarrassing, Nairobi, but it's fine. Okay, so moving forward. So for me, if I had it to say it in CV, I would just say I organized the MSAKE General Assembly 2020, and my focus theme was importance of meaningful youth engagement, where I organized workshops that sensitize young people on importance of them being included in conversations. That's what I would write in CVs. Yeah. I don't know if it's different from what you guys have said, but I think it's pretty much the same, just a different word choice. Please remember that the words have power. The way you arrange your words have power, and whatever you're doing has meaning. If you say you just organize a gathering of people to talk, it's not so good. But you need to ensure that it seems like whatever you are doing had some kind of objective and a kind of a result that encourage young people to want to be involved or something like that. But let's go to the stakeholders. So the thing you said in front of these officials from AMREF or other organizations, it's good, and what we would classify it as good to know. Like, yeah, you did this. Okay, sounds good. Do you feel you did anything unique from that conversation? It's just a good to know kind of thing on whatever you organize. And maybe it does not necessarily seem to be a very additive into the conversation, the broader conversations that you have. There's some things that you need to consider while talking to, oh, my good friend is joining. Mustafa! Okay, guys, Mustafa is a good friend of mine. Nice to see you, man.
You got me at the right time. Let me show you what I'm eating. I'm eating something that is similar to ugali.
Okay.
This is what we call tuwo in northern Nigeria.
What?
Tuwo. It's basically ugali.
Well, it's important that you call it ugali so that it tastes the same way. Yeah. Anyway, we are now talking about importance of messaging and how you should frame your messaging when you're talking to stakeholders and stuff like that. And people have been doing different presentations, and now I'm just about to introduce a tool that people need to use while they're talking to stakeholders. Like, how do you do that? So, for example, Mustafa, let's give you a challenge. So let's say you organize this MSAKE General Assembly, and you are the one who organized the workshop for meaningful youth engagement. Then you meet the stakeholder that you want, like AMREF Health Africa, and you want to tell them that it's important for them to include young people's voices in their decision making. So how would you tell them? They'll be like, hi Mustafa, how are you? Yeah, so you wanted to talk to me, so what's up? Talk.
Can I finish my ugali first?
No. Just say anything.
Anything.
Yeah.
Hello. Basically, I'll have to have data. I'll have to show them something that the youth have done to actually, show that they merit a place at the table. Okay. Hello, the representative from AMREF, right? Yeah, I just want to talk to you about. I'm Mustafa. I'm from so organization. and I'm here to talk to you about meaningful youth engagement. I would want to convince you to come on board with that idea as well. So if you would give me some of your time to discuss a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. So what you would do with your time is to buy more time. Okay, that's also a good strategy. Then you can go and prepare properly. Then actually discuss. Okay, good strategy.
Yeah.
So we have somebody that is really trying to connect. I don't know. Adesola is still trying to connect, but I think she will join us along the way. So here is the tool. The tool is called Know, Feel, How. Know, Feel, How. Some other people call it Know, Feel, Do. But it is Know, Feel, How or Know, Feel, Do. But I like calling it Know, Feel, How. So in the Know, Feel, How tool, you need, in the statement that you're going to tell the stakeholders, you need them to know, not what they know. No, you need them to know exactly what you want them to know. Yeah, it's what you want them to know. Yeah. So you could start by, hello, sir. A lot of young people are feeling that they are not included in these conversations about decisions making in our life, and they're not very happy about it. In fact, recently I organized this workshop for the Medical Students Association of Kenya during their GA, and while discussing this came out very clearly that young people don't feel included. You see, you're making them know exactly what you want them to know, not what they knew. Yeah, what they knew does not necessarily help you, but you want them to know what exactly you want them to know. Then feel. Your activity need to lead to some kind of emotion. It needs to project some kind of emotion. You want them to feel exactly what you want them to feel. They should not just feel something of their choice. Like you say something and they feel happy and you want them to feel sad. So you have to create a tone with the messaging that you're trying to do. Young people are not included, and this is quite a problem because when things are developed for your side, you think you're doing this, but young people don't really think that you actually do understand them. So they feel like, okay, they might be doing something wrong, or they feel like there is this gap that exists. Your message has to have the feel part. It's know, feel, how. So you want them to know exactly what you want them to know. They should know what you want them to know, not what they choose. And they should feel what you want them to feel. Yeah. And then lastly, how. You want them to act exactly how you choose. Yeah. They should act exactly how you want them to act. So you, in your sentence, there should be an action plan. And so you can feel it. Therefore, I think it's very important that maybe you could organize a workshop for young people, or maybe include them in some of your decision making, or you can finish. What do you think about meeting some of these young people? In last of the sentence, you could say, what do you think about meeting some of these young people, so that maybe you could discuss on how some of these things can be mainstreamed in your organization. You see, that sentence has a do. In most of the things that you are presenting, that everyone here presented, you didn't really say what you wanted AMREF to do. Like, it didn't really come in very clearly. Yeah. So every time you talk to a stakeholder, the know, feel, how is the most important tool that you need to always have during your messaging, because otherwise whatever you'll be saying will be good to know. It's like, yeah, good to know. Guys, I organized like Hamza saying, hey guys, I organized the meaningful youth engagement in MSAKE General Assembly. They'll be like, wow, that's so good of you. Yeah, I guess you are active. Yeah, okay. Good job. Then it ends there. They know that you gave him whatever you are saying, what he took from that message, what he knows is not exactly what you wanted him to know. Yeah, he's just saying good job, and so you as an active person, and maybe what you wanted him to know is that actually it's a big discussion in MSAKE in the importance of meaningful youth engagement. Yeah, and you see, whatever he felt is not what you decided for him to feel. He chose, and then there was the action. He had a whole myriad of actions to do, and the one action that he decided to do is to clap for you. Yeah, so it means there's a gap in this. Yeah, does anyone have a question as of now?
The field.
Yes.
How you see, you want to try and predict how they will react, the emotions you will evoke. Is there a formula?
For example, if it's a government organization, you can decide to want them to feel like they are not doing enough, or you want them to feel like there is a gap that is not being covered, right? And therefore, it's important for you to mention those gaps by name, and also say how it's causing some problems. And you see, some of these people, there is something that is important to them. Yeah, something that's very important to them. Yeah. For example, if you're talking to AMREF, or if you're talking to AMREF, of course, something that's very important to them is young people's inclusion is very key to them. Health, they are talking about community health volunteers. So even when you're talking to them about UHC and stuff, it's very important that you try to angle it with some of the things that are important to them. So if in the field, you need to tackle something and make it feel like something important to them could benefit from some of this conversation, or also just express yourself, or they might be thinking they're doing good, but that effect is not being felt by young people. So by saying, when I say, hello, Mr. Gigi, my name is Bidian, and I'm a student of medicine. Yeah, I just wanted to talk to you about the importance of youthful inclusion in AMREF. I think it's a good thing. In fact, recently in MSAKE, we had this workshop on meaningful youth engagement. And I think something that came out really well is that a lot of things are being done out there, including AMREF is doing a lot of good things out there, but we don't feel like our voices are heard in these things. Mostly some of these things are just chalked down our throat. We don't really have any say. When we attend some of these meetings, even when we come to some of your offices, most of these decisions have already been made, and we are just there to rubber stamp some of this decision, which is not really good because it's making us feel like pawns. That sentence, in its train of thought, has a no, which is he knows that they are doing something, but we are not very happy about it. Yeah, he cannot afford to choose to know that they're not just doing something, because a lot of emphasis has been put on the fact that young people are not included in this decision making, so that they know, they feel is everything that I have said there. Yeah, how people are feeling about this, people are agitated that it's just being chalked down. And now what is lacking in that sentence is the how. You tell them, maybe it will be important that you could reevaluate some of this thing. And a good starting point could be, maybe we could have a focus group discussion about some of these things, so that maybe you could hear from some of the members that participated in the Meaningful Youth Engagement platform in the MSAKE General Assembly. Would you be willing to be a facilitator in one of those workshops just to get their views? You see, now that sentence has a how. Yeah. Yeah, so most of the times when people talk to these stakeholders, you have a very few minutes and you waste a lot of time before you can, because the first few minutes you need to get the know, so that they know what you know. They're like, okay, this guy knows what I know, or this guy, yeah, they get interested. But the feel is what will keep the attention on you, on your side. The know will make them feel, okay, you know what you're doing, you know what you're saying. The feel will keep the attention to like, oh, are you serious? Yeah, this is really happening. Yeah. Then they would start listening to you. And then that's when you go to the how. You're like, okay, maybe we could do this and this and this. It's important that the how comes, because otherwise it will just be a discussion. Yeah, but anyway, sometimes you don't really want them to do anything. So it's very unfortunate. Yeah. Anyone else with a question? Okay. I have a suggestion. I don't know, Hamza, can we have breakout rooms for 2 groups?
Yes, we can arrange for that.
Yeah, 2 groups are randomly selected. So guys, you're going to breakout rooms, 2 groups randomly selected. And imagine that you are walking down the street and then you met the Minister of Health. No, Permanent Secretary of Health of your country, because now we also have Nigerians in the meeting. So in this Ministry of Health that you're joining, as you go to these breakout rooms, you are going to ask him why you think, you're going to ask him to tell him some of the things that you think is important to you. For example, let us talk about Corona and importance of PPEs for healthcare workers. Yeah. So you're supposed to talk to, you just met the PS, you were eating lunch, then when you leave the restaurant, you just met the PS of health. So what do you tell the PS of health? And remember, you have 1 minute because the PS is working. So let's make it 2 minutes. The PS is working away from them. Okay. And you are the president of the local medical students association. Okay. Over to you guys. Let's see what you get. You can go to the breakout rooms now and brainstorm together.
Just kindly click on the screen and join the breakout room.
Becky, breakout room. Okay, Fatma will take a while. She still has to figure out internet. But as soon as you can, Fatma.
Sapashina, Adesola, please, if you can go to the breakout rooms.
Adesola has been struggling with her internet for a while, trying to get audio.
Yeah.
Yeah. Adesola, maybe you can leave, then join again. Might be easier. Sapashina, breakout room. See you in a bit, Hamza. I'll just join one of the rooms.
Okay, all right.
Hamza, are you able to move one person from group 2 to 1?
Okay.
Yeah, because they are very less in that group. Like they're really few. Maybe we can move Fatma or somebody. Yeah.
It's not allowing me. Has it gone? Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Didn't you?
Yeah, you moved everyone to group 2. They're only to group 1. Now there are only 2 people in group 2. I think you moved like 2 people, Becky and Fatma.
Okay, let me.
Like you can just return one of them. To be fine.
I've returned Fatma.
Fatma, it's fine.
Within your own mute. You were talking.
Oh, no, I wasn't talking. Midian.
Yeah, we did. I think
Hi,
Midian,
everyone.
Good.
Yeah. Well, we are waiting for the other people who are actually discussing actively. Those who didn't have anything to discuss are already back.
no. That's not the thing, man.
That's how you know with breakout. When people come very quickly, it's because it was now getting awkward. So they're running
Who
away.
submits? The first person that submits their paper from an exam. It means one of two things. Either they know everything or they don't know anything. You classify it however you want. We'll clear your doubts.
Either they read everything or they know nothing. More people are joining, or they're being brought back by force.
Yeah.
Welcome, everyone. It's such amazing to see all of you here. And now we are back to the second part of this. Sorry, we are running a bit late in time, but it's important that we have the presentations. So let's have group 1 and group 2 do their presentation, and then we will just critique together just to try and develop the points on it. Then this will be the end of meaningful youth engagement. Please remember the first time, a day before yesterday, we learned just the principles and the barriers. And today we are learning if all those barriers and principles are obeyed and you're actually on that table, what would you say? Yeah, that's what we're tackling today. So let's see, group 1, are you ready? Who's presenting from your side?
Are we group 1 or group 2?
Oh, you're the one, Mustafa.
Are we group 1 or group 2?
You're group 1.
You're group 1.
Okay. Becky, I think it's your mantle.
Over to you, Becky. You seem to be highly favored with this.
Okay. So yeah, I see the situation is he's walking out, yeah? So I'd approach him. Walk. Okay. Hi, sir. How are you today? Probably, I'm fine. Okay. So yeah, I realize you're in a bit of a hurry, but I'd like to just take a little bit of your time. I'm a student, and I represent the students, medical students in their clinical years, and we have a bit of a concern. We are short of PPEs, and it is really affecting us in the sense that we're unable to learn, we're unable to handle patients, and it is only by handling patients and managing them that we can learn. And sometimes we are forced to do that without proper PPEs, and this has led to even some of our doctors having to pass away. And these are the same doctors who teach us. And the person who actually did this is a very young lady with a very young family, and basically around our age group, probably. And then that is in brackets for us. So yeah, and then we'd like to learn, we'd like to not be quacks, because we'd like to be actively involved in the management and handling of patients. So I hope that you can look into this matter and also make arrangements for PPEs to be provided for students. There, done. Have a good afternoon, good lunch. I hope to hear from you soon. Here's my contact email. Then yeah.
Thank you very much. Even the confidence in presentation has changed. You're now a bit more louder and noisy, but it's good. It's good.
Sorry.
It's good. This is very good. Okay, group 2.
Group 2. I meeting him working out. So, good afternoon, Madam. Yes. Can I walk you and have a little chat with you? Thank you. We really appreciate the kind of work you're doing and the commitment you've shown in the recent past, even in your addresses, how you are concerned about the safety of our health workers. Yeah, and we appreciate that. One thing that we really want to note is that there are students who are also working in these kind of settings, and they don't have any PPEs, and much isn't being done to address this issue. In fact, we've had a few of us, two or three students who have contracted this disease, and the current conversation we are having with people is that they are disgruntled, they are worried for their safety, and many are considering leaving this country at the earliest opportunity. I think that would not be a good thing for our country, and we really would appreciate if this something can be done to supply these PPEs, because this is an urgent issue, and we would really appreciate if you can meet a few of our representatives to possibly work on the logistics or any just give us a plan of what you may have. Thank you. Have a good day.
Well, I think you guys are now starting to enjoy this a lot, which is good. And I'm hoping that you've learned something from this discussion. Maybe now this is the time to critique. One rule of saying in critiquing, don't use the word not in some of these discussions, because then they normally come unnecessarily aggressive. But you can say what can be added or what you are missing and something like that. Yeah. So, okay, let's see. Anyone with something that could be improved? Okay, let's start with the good things. What did you guys like about Group 1, including Group 1 members? You can comment about it. What did you like about Group 1 and Group 2? So each person will say something they liked about Group 1 and something they liked about Group 2. And please, you have very few minutes. Very quickly, you just say, I like this, I like this, like that, like that. So Mustafa, start.
Okay. So the group, my group, right? I'll start with my group, of course. They were able to link, a reason for the minister to feel the situation, the death of the colleague and everything, and also connect it to how he can actually help change this. And group 2 as well, they give a very strong point with doctors thinking about leaving the country because of it, and also linked it to a reason of a strong reason for him to act. Yeah. So that's what I really liked.
Thank you. Becky?
I loved our group because we were okay within the group. There was a lot of exchanging, and so I cannot criticize my own presentation. Then, but I will I will talk about group 2. I loved how he approached the lady. I mean, I asked to take time. He offered to walk him, so really not taking his time. Then how he presented the issue, like Mustafa said, making him aware that people are actually thinking of leaving, leaving you guys high and dry, so consider that. So yeah, I think that was a really good point.
Yeah. Jillian?
Okay, so what I loved most about both presenters, Becky and the second presenter, I can't remember the name. Anyway, both of them were very confident, and I think confidence matters a lot in your approach. Even, yes, it just makes a big difference. And then for Group 1, I was part of it. I really love the energy, and actually, you could, from the way Becky presented, you could actually visualize the whole conversation. Yes, and it was just nice. And for the second presenter, the fact that he actually acknowledged that the ministry is trying to do something, and then before he went into the real issue at hand, I think that will be a plus, because you just imagine if you're you're trying to correct someone or you're trying to suggest something, when you come and actually acknowledge, yeah, you've done this and this, that's good, and then you bring in your issue, that's just, I feel that's a good approach. So that will be it from me.
Yes. Fatma?
I think both groups did a great job. I was part of Group 2, so I think Rono did exceptionally well. So the only thing I would add is the fact that he mentioned the students who had contracted the disease. So it would lead for them to have a pre-existing condition which they didn't have before. So it would also add to the urgency of the situation on the ground. But Becky also did a good job.
Thank you. Rono?
Oh, sorry, I was having trouble unmuting. On my part, self-evaluation isn't the best thing I do, so I will not really talk much about ours. But for group one, I really like the fact that they had all the components of the no-feel how, and the progression was seamless. Yeah, I like the fact that they actually they considered posterity. Like, if we don't have these doctors, as students will have a bogus doctor in once you graduate. So I think that's a good thing to look in the posterity, to imagine, to make that person imagine. You go to Nairobi Hospital someday and you find this doctor, and if he's not well, then your life is not also safe. Yeah.
Thank you. Hamza?
I think it's all been summarized, but from the both groups, one thing I really like is to the point. You know, when you're in such a situation, you don't beat around the bush by coming with long, long stories. So they both tackle the issue straight, knocked it, like drilled the nail properly. Yeah, that's like straight to the point.
Thank you. The additional things that you guys added into your presentation, which is always nice during co-learning, not among the no-feel how, but also some other just principle that you can always add as additions. One is empathy. The second thing is emotional, like making some of the things emotive. By mentioning a case study about a teacher that is teaching you directly that you know in person, it creates an emotional appeal to it. So the emotional motif in itself would give you more listening in that. And also for Rono, I think there's something called rapport, creating a good rapport. And by acknowledging the good work that these people are doing, you already create a good rapport that ensures at least they have, if they were listening, they're 50% sure they want to listen to you. But by that compliment, it makes it 65 or 70 that they now want to listen to you. And then you could say what you want. I feel like we have learned our lessons for today, and it's now time to check out. I have really, really enjoyed this. So for the checkout, you should now, we just say something funny about yourself that you think is a secret, or something funny, something that you think is funny about yourself. And then you say the lesson that you learned. You say, hi, I'm Bidian. Today I've learned this and this and this, and I'm glad about it. And this is what I think is funny about me. Yeah. So maybe I would start to just create a tempo, then Hamza, then we continue like that. So hi everyone, my name is Bidian Okoth. Today I've learned a lot myself. I think just reminding myself, a lot of times I focus on the no feel how, that I forget the importance of these other annexal things that you need to add into the conversations, like creating a good rapport, having the emotional intelligence on the conversations, maximizing so that you ensure that you talking to them is not wasting their time, but they could also ensure that they are doing their things as you talk to them by offering to walk them to the car and stuff like that, which I think are always good to always have in mind. So thank you. Something that I think is always funny about me is that, a lot of people, yeah, a lot of people like Hamza do think that I drink the whole day, which is a lie because my finances cannot support it, unfortunately. However, should it support it, I would probably be drinking the whole day. Thank you. Okay, so the next one, Hamza, over to you.
Thank you, Bidian. My name is Hamza Khawaja. What I think I've learned the most through this workshop is implementing the no-feel how, an important phenomenon that helps drive the conversation and helps to gather attention. Yeah, something funny about me, I really don't know what to put it, but actually not funny, something interesting is that I'm a die-hard fan of KFC. So if there's anybody who wants to get to me, it's through a meal of KFC Streetwise 2. Other than that, thank you all for joining. Yeah, over to the next attendee. Mustafa?
Okay. Hi. I'm Mustafa, and let's see what I learned today. The no feel how approach. It's actually pretty much no median. I don't drink. Yeah, so it's pretty interesting, and to see that we could come together and in the span of 5 minutes come up with a very, very effective plan on how to talk to a minister in 2 minutes and actually come up with a very good plan on how to convince him is awesome. Yeah. So something I think is funny about myself. I probably eat way more than I look. If you see me the first time, you probably not think I eat much until you see me in the kitchen. Yeah, so look out. Yeah. All right.
Well, he's decided not to tell us how he dances, but this guy dances. There's this club in Westland, so Mustafa turned it upside down. But
Which club
we'll
is
talk
this?
about it.
Which
There's
club
this
is
club.
this?
What
I
was
wasn't
the
in
name?
Milan.
In
I
Milan.
wasn't in Milan.
Oh,
Can you shed some more light on that?
oh Milan.
I wasn't in Milan, William. I was in my room sleeping. It was you
When
guys.
people left Milan, people agreed what happened in Milan. It just stays there. Yeah. Okay, over to you, Becky.
Hi, I'm Becky, and today I got to learn a lot on how to approach, how to make a statement that will, okay, I don't know how to put it. I learned how to actually make a point within a very short time and make use of that very short time to get a point across. I also learned that something I did not have, I should also be able to form a good rapport and acknowledge what people have done instead of just going straight on with my issues. Like, nothing else matters in this world. So, yeah. And something funny about myself, I have been thinking about it. One, when I drink, I develop a British accent. I don't know how it happens, but apparently it does.
That's so cool. It's so cool.
Maybe Bidin can relate.
Wow.
Yeah, I have experience. I think when I drink, I think I speak in Spanish, but I don't know. I don't know anyone there. I don't normally think I speak Spanish. I just throw some really funny words there. Yeah. But I think British accent is way cooler than Spanish.
I've never had it myself. I'm just told.
Oh, okay. Colonialism. Hi, Jillian.
Okay, hi.
Hopefully, you're not going to talk about drinking. Yeah.
No, I don't drink.
So
Actually,
you don't drink tea? Even tea?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, so hi everyone. My name is Jillian, and what I've picked out from this webinar, not just today, but from the first time we started talking about the meaningful youth engagement, is the principles that are actually involved. And one key thing I learned is all about the self-organization, and there are still others like legal mandation and designation. But one thing that captured my attention more was on the self-organization. And today, actually I've just been mind blown that, whoa, we can actually have a point to put across, but how we put it makes a difference. And we really need to find a way of making people listen to us and driving the point home, because after all, we have an idea, but yeah, so the know how and feel is actually very crucial. I didn't know about that initially. Something interesting about me, okay, I think I'm very extroverted when it comes to social media, but then in person, I'm very introverted. So yes, thank you.
Sema, wewe na Edgo Barry just very similar.
No, not really, not like Edgar. Mine is just, I'm very extra when it comes to, I'm very extra when I'm online.
Yes, I guess Corona is a good thing for you then. Next is Fatma. Hopefully Fatma has good internet now. Ah, she does.
Seriously, I will
What
let
what a surprise.
Hello guys, I'm Fatma. Today I learned about the approach that's very effective at engaging. The How approach is something that I'm going to take to my grave, hopefully. Medical students are academically gifted, so we need all-rounded students in future to become leaders and so that they lay policies that will later on bring the health sector back to its feet. I love that everybody's funny thing about themselves, and I still can't seem to find something funny about myself.
Internet.
I don't know what to say.
It's funny.
My God. Okay, fine. But I still like watching cartoons. It's a bit odd, but yeah.
Yes.
Thank you again.
I remember when this got out, The Secret Lives of Pets 2 got out, I was the first person in the mall to go and watch it. Yeah. I couldn't wait.
Yes.
I really hope by cartoon you don't mean anime, because they're not cartoons.
Yeah, animation is not cartoons.
Awesome. Good. They know the difference.
Cartoons and anime are different. Yeah.
Yeah, I love animations. Yeah. If you have any suggestions, you can always send me. To be so good. Maybe that can be a good energizer someday. You can organize a webinar where like we just meet and then somebody can screen share. Then we just watch an animation together. It would be so nice. Yeah.
Noted. For the next General Assembly, we shall.
Yes. Rono, over to you.
Hello, I'm Rono. Rono Timothy is my name, but sometimes actually I don't. When people call me Rono, call me Timothy, I wonder who they are talking about. What I take today is objectivity and structure in passing a message. That there's a structure, there's a way you can be objective and go straight to the point. Two is I feel more confident now that I can actually talk about what I want to say. And so something funny about me, my sister thinks it's funny that I have had the same WhatsApp profile picture for 6 years.
No, that's not funny. That is just sad.
No, it's not. I don't.
You don't have any fine pictures.
Yeah.
You don't have any fine pictures.
I don't take them.
Maybe we can take one after this session, and maybe that can be your next one.
It's a good idea.
I'm considering.
Yeah, but don't worry. I will send you a profile picture of the Building Bridges initiative, and maybe you can put it there.
Thanks. No thanks.
Yes. So thank you very much, everyone. I think we have gone past our time by 25 minutes, and thank you for participating. I think I'll hand over to Hamza, and thank you very much, Hamza, for inviting me for this one. I think I've had a lot of fun.
Thank you so much, Bidian, for leading us, for leading this workshop, and thank you to everyone who's attended. Without you, this really wouldn't be possible. Just norm of the thing. Kindly switch on your webcams so we can just take a snapshot that will be used for the. Mustafa, maybe you can wear your cap. Yeah. To show diversity, Becky, Fatma, Jillian, Rono. If you can kindly switch on your cameras. 2 minutes, Fatma, it will take 2 minutes.
Internet.
Rono.
Is it up now?
No, it's not yet.
It's saying your webcam is protecting you. It doesn't want us to take a screenshot of your face.
Jillian, Fatma, 2 minutes.
Rono, I now understand why you have only one profile picture. It makes a lot of sense.
I don't know what's happening with it. So.
Well, a group picture, people. Yeah, Fatima has been looking for internet. She's probably under a tree by now, but you can just give her a few more minutes to figure out.
Says her bandwidth is low.
Okay. Jillian?
Yeah, Jillian.
Our extroverts. Yeah. Yay! Now Becky is gone. Jillian comes, Becky goes.
Becky goes one after the other.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining. Mustafa, thank you for joining. I know you've joined from Nigeria. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Becky, Jillian, Fatma, Rono, and Yuza, as well as Gagan. I don't know if you can hear me.
Thank you, everyone.
Midian,
And
thank
Mustafa,
you so much.
Yeah, and Mustafa, you can also invite us to your webinars. It will be nice for us to attend some of those.
Sure.
You're always attending ours, but we don't even know if you guys have any. It would be nice to join one of yours.
If there's any, I'll definitely share with you. I'll share it in the Hamza group. Yeah.
Thanks.
Thank you. All right, guys.
Okay. Have a nice time, everyone. This has been amazing.
Bye.
See you next time.
See you guys. Hopefully in Uganda.
Hopefully physically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come say hi to my friends. Just come. No. Put your head here. No. You should say hi. Come. Oh, have you seen my small sister?
Oh, she looks like Fadila.
She's my small sister. She looks like me.
Oh, she looks so much like Fadila.
She looks like me. It's just this. I think I got banned or something.
Plot twist.
Gagan, you're
hello,
alive.
Gagan. Long time no see. What's up?
Hello.
You see this one? This is Gagan. She's so busy. She doesn't have time for anyone.
Hi. I always hear about you from Bidian and how he's always taking you to play games at Sarit and he's teaching you how to have fun the right ways in life.
Yeah, plot twist. We're actually sisters.
Siblings.
Sisters, Bidian.
Oh.
Sisters.
Okay. Yeah. So this is the youngest member of our project, if you ever met her. She's an associate member. Yeah. She's really looking forward to joining university to actually be a member, but she has t-shirts and masks and name tags and stuff like that. Yeah.
She looks so much like Fadila. You know, I can't unsee it. I'm thinking that's Fadila at the back.
Yeah, you know how much that hurts me. You're supposed to say she looks like me, you know? This is like my moment.
Just add the
Let's
tears.
call a spade a spade. She's not, she does not look like you.
She looks like me just a little bit.
Yeah.
Like our nose.
Except for the hair.
Like our nose. Can you see our nose similarity? Like it's shiny. Hers is also shiny. Yeah. Okay, Hamza, this has been really great.
Thank you so much, Bidian. Thank you so much for attending.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you.
I've been using her laptop, I think yesterday and today. So
which sucks.
She's been very gracious enough to let me use it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, so we will talk about the weekend later.
Sawa. See you.
Oh my goodness, streaming on YouTube.